Today we'll be reacting to Putri Ariani and fellow Norwegian, well, my fellow Norwegian, she's Indonesian, but yeah, fellow Norwegian Alan Walker. They're performing his song Hero at the TikTok Awards Indonesia 2023. But before we start, this is a reaction video. It's a commentary video, so I'm gonna pause and provide some commentary along the way, but I'll of course link the full performance below so that you can check it out without me disturbing you. But you clicked a reaction / vocal analysis video, so here we are.
Nice. Before, it's in my muscle memory, I'm pretty sure. I recognize you, there is something in your eyes.
Yes, the lightness.
Won't let you get away tonight. You leave me in the dark.
Staying very, very light. And that's, you know, the singer that Alan Walker has used several times, I think. The faded singer. What's her name again? Iselin Solheim. She's Norwegian. Like, yeah, us. She keeps it very light too. So Putri is also staying in that light vocal space. Like, what I mean by that is she's not like, hard. It's like a breathy head voice. Some people call that falsetto, but it's I wouldn't classify this as falsetto. It doesn't feel like that. It's not a super clear term, but yeah. It's more separate from what she's doing here, which is more of a head voice with air on it, which sounds really, really beautiful, really light.
There is something in your eyes, won't let you get away tonight. You leave me in the dark, I'm stumbling around like I'm
yes, beautiful.
Mark. Wondering if you're around to catch me if I fall.
Her pitch.
If I come crashing to the wall.
Oh, that beautiful little vibrato. Did you hear that? So airy, so light. And when you sing that light with that much sort of breath or air on your... Because, you know, what singing is you got the airflow that reaches your vocal folds and they vibrate. You close them and they vibrate, you know? And when you sing in your head voice and put like air on there, it just means that you let more air through your vocal folds, if that makes sense. So it's almost like... like a whisper. So you got a head voice. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know? So it has to do with how much air you let through there. And when you let air through like that, it depends on if you're used to using that voice a lot or not. But for some people, it can be easy to sort of let too much air out and you lose the connection. So it's important in singing, you know, because of the vibrating vocal folds, it's important that they actually touch, that they actually close, because that's the vibration that creates the tone, you know? And if you let too much air through there so that they don't close, you lose the tone. So when you keep it light like she is doing here, like with that little nice vibrato, it's easy to sort of lose the connection, but she keeps it throughout the value of the note, you know?
If you're around to catch me if I fall, if I come crashing to the wall.
Nice.
Will you let me jumpstart my heart? I need some.
Oh, so like...
Before the sun goes down, who's gonna save me now?
Did you hear the little dip down on the phrase ending at one of the notes there? But it's so light that you almost don't even hear it. It's just a tiny little detail. And the last performance of hers that I reacted to was Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, which is obviously like a big song. And here I get to hear a totally different part of her voice because this is way lighter, you know? It's so light, like just a tiny little connection there, but it's there. She can even embellish it with like the gorgeous vibrato and little dips, like I said. And I know she's got the agility to do runs and stuff, so I'm hoping we'll get to hear some of that too in this performance. But I'm enjoying the lightness too, you know?
I need someone before the sun goes down. Who's gonna save me now? Some kind of hero I can
Yes.
be. Hoping you're here to rescue me before the sun goes down. Who's gonna save me now?
Her transition from that breathy head voice and into her more chest voice there, so seamless. Like just adding more volume, and that's having control of your dynamics when you sing. It's and having dynamic range, being able to switch between lower volumes and louder volumes and anything in between. And here it was like seamless from the tiniest and into a pretty powerful chest voice there. Really, really beautiful. And her pitch is just so on point.
Before the sun goes down, who's gonna save me now? Some kind of hero.
Yes. That nice, like almost like glockenspiel sounding with the orchestra and everything. Thing is, I'm not super familiar with Alan Walker. I know about him. I know, but I don't listen to a lot of like DJ productions, if that makes sense, unless it's like R&B or rap sort of. But like not this type of DJ, it's not something that I listen a lot to, but it's beautiful with the orchestra and everything and sort of the, like a glockenspiel, is that the name? Like the bells sort of sound. It's really beautiful.
Been here before, it's in my muscle memory, I'm pretty sure. I feel this energy, there's something in your touch.
Yes.
Something reminds
Touch. That's so good. And here you can hear that she's still very light, but there's more chest to it. It's not as breathy, or there's not as much air on it. It's more connected. Like when I say chest voice, it's when you feel like it's vibrating here. It's for most people, it's the voice quality that they speak in. For me, that's true. But some people speak more in a mix or more in their head voice. Some people have this type of voice. But yeah, the chest is generally what's the natural speaking voice for many, many people. So she's got more of that voice here, but it's still very light. It's not like this big tone, but it's very present and very nice. And that little trill she did there was gorgeous. I want to hear that again.
It's in my muscle memory, I'm pretty sure. I feel this energy, there's something in your touch. Something reminding me of us. Will you let me up?
Yes.
Jumpstart my heart, I need someone.
Big tone.
Before the sun goes down, who's gonna save me now?
Again, her transitions between those vocal qualities are so good. Again, seamlessly into her chest voice, and with that gorgeous lifted soft palate that we've talked about, where you get that beautiful rounded tone. So good. Just be careful when you do that not to sort of lift your larynx with it, or not get to like Kermity. So you need to keep your larynx low, but just raise the soft palate. And that's this gorgeous rounded chest voice that I love so much, and that sort of has this Whitney Houston-esque tone to it. And dynamically, as she transitions between them, it's very like she still controls the dynamic perfectly. Because for some singers, they have sort of limited volumes or volume ranges, dynamic ranges in certain vocal qualities, so that like their chest voice perhaps needs to be super loud, or their head voice needs to be super loud, and there's sort of no in between. But her transitions are just seamless and gorgeous.
I've got a hero, I can't breathe. Hoping you're here to rescue me before the sun goes down.
Oh, gorgeous vibrato.
Who's gonna save me now? Some kind of hero.
Oh, okay. I love a note that's sort of sustained and holds the vibrato until the end. And also when she hits it with that slow vibrato at the end. It's so dramatic. It's so cool. I thank you. I love this. Oh my gosh, I need to hear that note again. Yes, big vibrato. So cool. Amazing. And her tone there too was... The clarity, that was so clear. The gorgeous, clear, beautiful toned head voice she's got there. I've heard her use the head voice before, but it's been a little bit more like breathy or not as crystal clear as this, you know. Wow. Is that a high A? Or something? I don't know. I have to check on the piano. When you're going for like big notes like that, it's easier a lot of the time to really like go for it and make it super big, but she holds back and just leaves it in that perfect angelic, like ethereal, angelic sounding space. I don't know how else to describe it. That was so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Putri. Is it Putri or Putri? Tell me in the comments, because I want to pronounce it correctly. So let me know. Maybe both are wrong. I'm just all over wrong, you know. Back to the breathiness. Yes. That nice vocal break she had at the end there too. Like, just like the tiniest little break at the end there. So gorgeous. I'll keep it short. The beautiful way she transitions between her vocal qualities or vocal registers, while also keeping in mind like the dynamic. She's got this huge dynamic range and she's got it within those qualities and can like seamlessly transition no matter where she is in the volume in any given vocal quality. I said I'd be short. Here I am rambling. But that, and also just her gorgeous tone in that like the full chest register that I like so much with a raised soft palate that I've talked about. Love that tone. And then she hits me with that gorgeous head voice there. Amazing pitch. Gorgeous job. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention that much to Alan Walker because, you know, I'm a vocalist, so I pay attention to the vocalist, and we discuss their vocals. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching till the end. I really appreciate it. So leave 2 hearts in the comments for these 2 gorgeous performers so that I can see that you watched till the end and appreciate you, because I really do. And like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to subscribe, become a member on Buy Me a Coffee if you want to do that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.